How screwed am I up here? Oh, pretty screwed! Welcome back to Days Gone. It's been a little while since I played. I've started making these videos weekly rather than 2 a week because I've just got so many things I'm trying to play. This game is a lot of fun. Hey, you shush, I'm talking. This game is a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying the fact that I've kind of decided to play it all the way through. I think I'm getting a lot out of it. But also, there's so many other things I need to play. It can't just be this.
Hey, Ricky, I got a favor to ask.
Yeah, what's up, Deke?
It's about Boozer's arm. I saw that hook that you made for him, and it's great, but don't you think it might be better if, instead of a hook, I don't know, maybe with something like a knife or a blade or something, you know?
Hold on. Oh, please, thank you.
So if it...
I'm sorry about that. So, you want me to create a prosthetic blade for Boozer?
Well, yeah, I just thought it might cheer him up, make him feel, you know, more of a...
You want me to weaponize Boozer?
I wouldn't put it that way.
I'm just fucking with you, Deke. I think it's a great idea. I will go check some parts, and I will radio what I need. Cool?
Okay.
Okay.
I love my awkward cutscenes in this game. I don't think this was the only mission I had in the area, though. There's another one nearby. It's another Talk to Ricky mission. Is it going to be possible while we're on a different Ricky-related mission? Can I talk to her about this?
Deke, thank God.
Ricky, what's wrong?
Do you know a man named Joshua Harper?
Harp? Yeah, I know him. I never trusted the son of a bitch. He, wrapped a black bandana around his head like he was some goddamn hipster or something.
Yeah, well, your instincts are pretty spot on. He shot Dan Lane in the back over a card game and took off.
Oh, Jesus, where is he now?
A patrol spotted him heading south. They were too scared to even approach him. I guess he'd met up with a group of drifters. I really need your help on this one.
Okay, I'll handle it.
I marked where they spotted him on your map. Thanks, Deke.
It's honestly a miracle anyone is left alive, given how often these people shoot each other. I think even, like, the most violent early societies did not kill each other at the rate that these people are killing each other. Okay, so now we've got kind of 2 missions going at once. We've got this mission to go and kill this guy, but Ricky said she's going to radio me about stuff that she needs. So I imagine another mission is going to be interceding at some point, but it'll be interesting since both of these missions are from Ricky. It'll be interesting to see how they handle both of them needing to communicate with me at the same time. Maybe one will just take precedence over the other and it'll be simple. Maybe I will drive my bike in the wrong direction and not know how to get out of this base. It seems like whichever direction I go, it tells me to go the other direction. Okay, what about here? Okay, yes, all right. Yeah, so this base being like a tangle of paths, on one hand, you'd think that it would, you know, like give them lots of opportunities to like find me a good route to get anywhere from anywhere, but I think it might just be confusing the system and confusing me more than it's helping. I'm not sure. Okay, we're on the road. Now let's hope I can remember how this game works. Because hopefully I'm running into something that can be a stealth type scenario, so I can take my time to remind myself how to play. I've been playing a lot of Witchfire lately, and so that is another shooter. It's a shooter where you have to really know what your controls are doing moment to moment. It's very dodgy. It's very like, ooh, they're attacking. You have to do exactly the right thing in response.
Boozer, you up? This is Deke. Must be sleeping.
Deke, that you?
Shit, sorry, man. I didn't mean to wake you.
Brother, after working a shovel all day, I pretty much...
Did we cut off that conversation because I got close to the bounty hunting mission?
Ricky, looks like Harper and his men are heading to Camp Creek.
You sure you can handle this?
What the hell?
Well, just asking. Lost Lake out.
Okay, come on, Harp. Let's just do this the easy way, huh? Oh, shit. Well, go on, fellas. You want to do my work for me? Don't let me stop you.
Hey, Deke, I got a good one for you.
Mike, hey, what's up?
Ricky handed me a shopping list. Said it was for Boozer. Said I should radio you.
Okay, where's Ricky?
Something came up with Addie. I don't ask. Anyway, she needs a galvanized metal pipe, tube, kind used in building. She needs a carbon alloy blade, the kind hunters use, and finally some metal scrap. That list make any sense to you?
Come on out! I know you haven't moved. He's fine.
Yeah, Mike, like you said, I don't ask. Deacon out. Okay, what do I need? I need a blade or metal tube, scrap. Ah, Jesus, Ricky. Metal tube, metal tube. It can't just be any metal tube, can it? Gotta find one from a construction site. Wait, hold on a second. There was a house under construction at Marion Forks, but I can find something there.
I got you.
Deke, did you find him?
Yeah.
I hear gunshots.
No, well, yeah, there's a swarm. It kind of got to him before I did.
Jesus. Well, bring back his headscarf. Dan's people want proof that Harper is dead.
Yeah, okay, well, it might be a little bit messy. Fine. All right, sure, yes.
Okay, so we had that one mission where I was just trying to take out a marauder camp. It was like a couple of sessions ago. And in that one, the invading swarm really was a surprise. Like, it wasn't part of the mission, I don't think. And so, like, I had a way to react to it, but it's pretty subtle. This time, this was definitely scripted to happen.
Okay, got it. Oh, Jesus, what a mess.
But the funny thing is, like, I'm reacting like he was killed by the swarm, but he wasn't. Like, I think he basically defeated enough of the swarm that he wasn't in danger from them, and then I'm the one who sniped the heck out of him. And so it actually didn't go the way that they wrote the dialogue. Like, I'm reacting to the mess. Because there's something special about it, you know? Because in my character's estimation, he wasn't killed in the nice, clean, simple way I would have killed him. He was killed in a ugly, nasty swarmer way. Of course, now, the bullet that I put through his head would actually mess up his headscarf pretty badly. So I don't know if... I mean, and being killed by one of these guys would probably mean, like, mostly, you know, scratches to the body and neck.
Head back and talk to Ricky. Get my credits updated. Okay.
So, yeah, so this did kind of go the way I expected it, which was I'm getting dialogue from both missions simultaneously, and they're messing with me. And is there... Okay. Oh, all the way up there. The Boozer's Arm mission is sending me all the way up there. Well, I think I do kind of want to go there. Here, let's see if I can... I wonder if I can fast travel up that way. Let's go fuel up. Let's get maximum fuel. And then let's see if we can fast travel up there instead of having to drive all the way up there. I'm still thinking a little bit about sort of like the appropriateness of fast travel in games like this. You know, because there's so many different kinds
Boozer,
of games that...
you up?
Oh.
This is Deke. Must be sleeping.
Deke, that you?
Shit, sorry, man. I didn't mean to wake you.
Brother, after working a shovel all day, I pretty much pass out as soon as I hit the bunk. What's going on?
Just checking on you, brother. Just making sure that you didn't, wander off on another midnight dance with a horde.
Hey, don't worry about me. From the sound of it, you're the one out on a joyride. Hey, I gotta get some shut-eye. Talk later. Out.
Let's try a Molotov. Oh wait, how do you dodge in this game? Like this. Okay, great. Ah! Okay, and now I need... Okay. How screwed am I up here? Oh, pretty screwed! I'm so used to State of Decay. Okay, hold on. Let's grab something that fires a little faster. Oh, actually, you know what I should do? I should use something that'll grant me more focus? Focus, there it is. There, that's what I needed. Whew,
Finally.
okay.
Jesus.
So yeah, what happened was, I forgot that there was a horde that haunts that area by that gas station. So I rode right through, ran afoul of them. I killed a fair number of them, but I don't think it's nearly all of them. Let's see who's left. Oh, wait. I did kill a lot of them. Oh, but there's still more. There's still more. Let's see if I can... That trick with the attractor... I kind of like that. Let's try this again. Let's tractor and frag grenade this time. I killed a bunch. Okay, only a couple of stragglers, I think. We got him this time. This horde, this is the one that was giving me crap before. Like I think I died to them multiple times in a previous episode. But now they're gone. And oh, wait, I just
Shit, almost out.
I just unlocked a new SMG for killing that horde? Like, where do I? Is it just in my weapon locker now? Oh, hey. That's kind of interesting tableau here. Like, not everyone was able to, like, fully, ragdoll onto the ground before they were frozen. I think a lot of the time, you get, like, when an enemy dies in a game, it's very important to, like, take their AI off the table and take their, like, skinned body off the table, because it's really important for performance. To have as few of those things going on as possible. And so when a character dies, you'll let them, you'll take their AI off the table almost immediately, and then you'll let them ragdoll for a little bit. But then you also turn their ragdoll into just a static something here that doesn't require the same resources as, as an animated character. But I think in this case, like, some of these characters had to be taken off the table before they were done ragdolling. So they end up in this, like, interesting sort of, like, modern art tableau here. I want to, like, let's get a nice screenshot of this. This is kind of pretty, actually. I think I got my thumbnail. So I saw a wolf running around. Hopefully it won't bug me while I'm fueling up the car. And by car, I mean motorcycle. I don't know why that's a thing I do. Just, I keep calling my motorcycle a car in this game. That was far from the first time I've done that. Okay, where is... I'm trying to remember. Wasn't there like an interaction I could do while sitting on the bike? Also, where is this noise coming from? Oh, hi.
Come on,
Oh, maybe I can't do it while this is... Oh, come on. Maybe that's something I couldn't do while that was going on. Okay, is that everybody? Just the one wolf this time? Thought these guys traveled in packs.
I can sell this.
All right. Let's, Oh, there you are. I knew there'd be at least one more. Sometimes there's a third. I did one video where I said there's always a third. I don't think that's true. I think that the number of wolves does vary, but maybe not this time? I don't know. One thing I do appreciate, because this is a single-player game, they're able to let me slow time to do a lot of actions, and that's kind of why I was able to survive that horde deal. Was because so many of the things I wanted to do involved me slowing time, so I could like stop and like figure out what the heck was going on.
Fuel can.
Okay, so for some reason, it's not letting me use the pumps, and I don't know if it's because I forgot how to use the pumps,
That should be it.
or if these pumps aren't usable, or if there's like a circumstance, like nearby enemies, that means I can't use the pumps. Either way, we do have gas. So I'm going to put a little distance between me and this gas station, and then let's see if we're allowed to fast travel. Let's see if we can get close. Like over here? Okay, yeah, we can. Nice. Now we'll need to get gas again so that we can get home. Yeah, we're at 18%. All right. But right behind us is a gas station, and then we've got the Boozer Arm mission. Oh, I wonder if it started slowly specifically because it wanted to highlight that we're low on gas. Apparently, it is a good idea to make sure that... Oh, a bunch of them. A good idea to make sure that if you are fast traveling a very long distance, you're going to a place that is near a gas station. All right, everybody. Who wants some? Oh. Oh, you think you can take 2 bullets to the face, huh? What? What the heck? Okay, this guy. What did I shoot? Oh, I don't even know. All right. Well, here's a gas can. I don't know if these pumps work, but I know gas cans work.
Needed this.
And I think, are gas cans like infinite? Like, do they always have enough for an entirely full tank?
Done.
Okay, looks like they do. Oh, come on! Oh, what? What was that? Okay, okay, hold on. Okay. I forgot I needed to reload my gun. So I was going to try something fancy. Ooh. Yeah, so that explosion was not designed for midair, because it probably would have looked pretty different if it was. But still, it's neat that I can do that. Definitely have to remember that for the future. All right. Anyway, we're here to look for a tube, a booze tube. Okay, and it said there'd be something. Oh, is it this house?
Come back later. Finish burning out these metal tube. Where are you?
What? Wait, what? Come back later, finish burning out these. That's what he says when there's an infestation nearby. But I thought I'd cleared all the infestations near here. And then he interrupted himself by saying metal tube. Is there another nest here that I just haven't seen? No, that's a melee weapon. That's another gas can. Oh,
Here we
wait.
go. Oh, that'll do it.
Okay, now we need a hunting blade. Where's that likely to be? Oh,
Blade.
another part of the same
Where
town.
am I gonna find a blade? Wait. Where was that sporting goods store?
I am really glad they are not sending me all over creation for these. They picked a town. They're like, this is the town with the boozer arm stuff. It's all here. Thank you very much, mission designer. I appreciate it. Because you had the freedom to
Here
do
it
whatever
is.
you wanted with this.
Now, just gotta find a blade.
And you chose to make it convenient. Oh, you know what I should do? Let's craft anything that I can craft here. Can I craft a pipe bomb? I can craft Molotovs. I just realized that if I craft the things that I can craft, that'll let me pick up more stuff off the ground. So, like, is this a thing? Yes, this is a thing I can pick up. Is that a can?
Use this.
Yep. Okay, cool. Yay, that was a good move.
This is it.
This is what? What is it? What is it? Oh.
All right. What have we got? Gotcha.
Oh, wait, so we've got clues to follow? Oh, interesting. Okay. This isn't just a collection mission. This is... Oh.
Which way? Still got this.
It's gross. What? All right. I guess I still got the reflexes.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hunting blade.
Need
Rick,
some
now that
scrap.
Now that I've got this saw blade thing, like, I'm never looking for melee weapons anymore. Like, I keep looking at all these melee weapons like, oh, maybe this is a neat new thing. Nothing's a neat new thing. It might almost have been... I don't know, I'm trying to think of, like, how I would make that different. Like you know, make... Because right now, basically, melee weapons that are... Like, people, you know, put a lot of work into leaving a bunch of interesting melee weapons. A bunch of, like, interesting, you know, theme-appropriate melee weapons around the world. But once I get the saw blade bat, like, I have no interest in any of them. So one way you could keep them a little bit interesting is to make them be the cost of maintaining the saw blade bat. So it's like, to maintain the saw blade bat, I don't have to find scrap. I have to find other melee weapons. But that adds some UX complexity, because if you know, because when it comes to, like, spending scrap to upgrade my
I need scrap.
my you know, saw blade bat, That's just a resource. It's just a number in the HUD. It's really easy to just say, oh yeah, it costs this, and just list a price, and then you spend it, and you're done, and it's really consistent. Having to like mulch another melee weapon, like merge a melee weapon into this melee weapon to repair it, would be a little bit sketchier. Because not only would you have to like, I guess you'd have to do it on the spot.
This ought to be enough.
Like you wouldn't be able to
Now,
do
I
it
just
from your
gotta
inventory.
Get all this crap back to Ricky.
Because your inventory can only contain one melee weapon at a time. So you couldn't carry one as a backup the way you can with scrap. And or they'd have to change it so that you could, which would be its own big headache. And then yeah, so but one option would be to say, like, you know, when I find a melee weapon, I can immediately on the spot use it to repair my current melee weapon. That could at least make you happy when you find melee weapons instead of just disappointed. It would be a yeah, it would, but that means that you don't have that sink for scrap anymore. I'd always do that. I would never spend scrap on my weapon, which means that I don't have as much of a reason to look for scrap. And so everything is connected. Like there isn't like one obvious solution that doesn't have trade-offs. Let's see. Can I just fast travel here? Yep. That's the kind of thing I have to think about all the time when I'm like working on, you know, my own project. Is the fact that like choosing what each resource is used for, choosing how, you know, you pay for each interaction is really important. It will have weird ramifications, you know, and if you make the wrong choices, you'll end up with
Someone's at the gate.
some things being way too expensive, some things
Open the gate.
feeling effectively free, some things just being really inconvenient and annoying chores to maintain because you've chosen ways to handle it that are bad. And so so I'm just thinking, like, how would I make additional melee weapons more interesting? But I don't think any of the things I suggested are cost-free improvements to the game. I think that the decision to make melee weapons...
Hey.
Hey.
I got those parts that you asked for.
Oh, great. Well, check back in a few. I'll see what I can do, yeah?
Ricky. Thanks.
Yeah. Boozer's one of us now.
Anyway, the decision to make it so that basically once you get what appears to be the best melee weapon in the game, you know, the other melee weapons, you know, just the fact that they become uninteresting, that's probably was a conscious choice. Like, oh yeah, that happens. All the ways we could fix it make the game worse in another way. So we're just going to live with that. That probably was a conscious decision at some point, and I'm not going to argue with it. All right, so that wasn't the only mission I need to resolve with Ricky right now, though.
Stock today.
Buzz. Hey, Ricky.
This is gonna take hours.
Here's Harp's bandana.
What a mess.
Yep, that's what I said.
Thanks, Deke. I'll let dance people know.
Okay, wait. Why did my inventory come up? I don't know why my inventory came up. Let's go back to the mechanic.
You here to buy something?
Buzz, how you doing?
Excuse me. Let's go back to the mechanic. Thanks.
I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, your bike's drained, Deke. Need fuel? Bike's looking pretty busted. Okay.
Okay. So we fixed up the bike,
Stop by
and
anytime.
we're all out of scrap because we had to use... That's kind of funny. They asked for for 10 scrap. But that is your entire inventory of scrap. Unless... Is there some way to upgrade your inventory of scrap? And if
Good to see
so...
you, Deke.
How's it
Where,
going, Buzz?
where would that be? I'm gonna head over to the like the weapon trader.
I used to be a cop, believe it or not. Farewell.
See if they've got something.
Deacon. Hey, Deke. Can I ask you something?
Could I stop you, Blair? Could I?
No. I heard there was a big fight between Schizo and Iron Mike. What's going on? Do you know? I mean, I hear things like Schizo wants to take over the camp. That's messed up.
Just look, don't believe everything you hear, okay? You'll stay sane that way.
Okay, so I've got... Okay, this is the SMP9, which I've not unlocked here, but I did get... What was it? What did I just pick as my sidearm? It's an SMP9. Weird. Okay. So I unlocked an SMP9 in a different way from how I could. I assumed that if like a weapon was listed here, that this was the only way to get the weapon. But I unlocked this weapon by defeating that horde?
You were thinking about something?
That's odd, because now I've got no reason to ever buy it here. I'm surprised that they didn't have like a different list of rewards for the horde defeatings than they had for this. How is my okay, yeah, my ammo's full in the sniper rifle.
Okay then.
Oh, but I was also
Looking
going to look
for
at supplies.
Something special?
Okay, yeah, so there's saddlebag ammo. Oh, it says that I'm not done with my ammo yet? I thought
Good choice. Yeah, good.
I thought it said they were full. Okay, so we've got suppressors. We've got magazine upgrades. We've got explosives. We don't have
Okay.
inventory upgrades. Oh, wait a minute. What about skills? Like, is there a survival skill that lets me carry more scrap? I don't have any skill points right now. Doubles the effectiveness of scrap. Increases inventory space for throwables and traps and stuff. Increases the time that icons appear. And I don't think any of the other... I don't think ranged combat is going to have a bunch of scrap benefits to it. And I don't think melee combat's going to have a bunch of scrap benefits to it. So, yeah, interesting. So I guess 10 scrap is just all you can carry,
Hey,
period,
Dick.
across the board.
You be careful out there.
I can't steal from these people's cars, right? No, I can't. All right. Well,
About the
then,
figure sometimes, you know? Like,
what am I going to do now? Nobody has kicked off a new mission for me. That's kind of... Okay, so I need scrap. So I can just go riding around looking for scrap. But that's... When your game is basically bound to missions for all of its activities. Like when most... Because most of my activities that I could do out here, like, they don't gain me resources. They cost me resources. We should go do this. But yeah, so like in State of Decay, for instance, you know, it's like if you don't have any missions or none of the missions, more likely if none of the missions that are on your list interest you, which is the more common case, not you not having missions. We definitely throw lots of missions at you. But like most of what you actually do to leave the house is like just stuff that's motivated by your own goals. You know, I'm out to get resources. I'm out to, you know, do something else. And the and so there's just, you know, you can always come up with a reason to go out there. But in a game where, like, you know, there isn't the same level of, like, I need to build up my resources. I need to, you know, I'm constantly progressing towards something with the stuff that I'm collecting. If you don't have that as a motivator, which this game kind of doesn't, everything you grab, it's not like building towards something. It's just replenishing your supplies so that you can survive the next combat. There's a little bit of scavenging that I can do, but I can't just spend an entire run scavenging. That's just not a thing that you want to do in this game. So I'm really dependent on them to hand me missions. And so if we're at a weird low point where I finish 2 missions in the same for the same location at the same time, and I think usually they want to introduce the next mission over the radio, which means I have to leave town in order to get the mission over the radio. That means that I'm sitting here like, I need to leave town in order to get my next mission. I'm betting is what's going on. But I don't have a reason to leave town because the only reason to leave town is missions. So luckily, there's this historical marker that I failed to find before. And I think somebody left a comment, and I'm sorry I forgot who it was. Somebody left a comment telling me that the Z position of the icon that made me think it was upstairs at the building, that was actually misleading. That the marker was actually at a lower level in a place that was much more accessible than I thought. That makes sense. We also have trouble in State of Decay 2 with the Z position of our markers. Our markers are basically always placed at the Z position of the hero. And so if you're up high, the markers look like they're up high. If you're down low, the markers look like they're down low.
Hey, Deke, you there?
Oh, look at that.
Boozer's new prosthetic ready. I asked Addie to find him and send him over.
Great. Great, Ricky. I'll be right there. Deacon out.
I think they do that specifically because they don't have, like, a good way to handle that message, that beginning of the mission coming in while you are standing right in front of Ricky. So if I'm in the base, I could be standing right in front of Ricky, and either what would happen is I would just hear her talking to me over the radio, and Ricky is not acting like she's talking to anyone, or I would see her mouth moving because it is her character, and her character moves her mouth every time she talks, but she's not talking into a radio. And if I get really close to her, it's weird that she's talking to me over a radio. Even if they did give her an animation to talk over a radio, then she's talking to me over a radio. So they would have to, like, probably just do different dialogue in that case for, like, if you happen to be there, then she'd just call over to you instead of talking to you on the radio. But then you could run away from her and miss the dialogue. And so in an open world game where the player can just do whatever they want, sometimes you have to, like, basically, instead of, because you can't constrain the player in their behavior. No. Crap, I just saw that. Too late to slow down. Get off.
They got him! They're down! They're down!
All right. Yay. That is funny how, like, they made that tripwire, like, exactly the right, like, I don't know, thickness that I could kind of see it from where I was, but not really. Unfortunately, because I just spent all of that scrap, all of my scrap on Boozer, and I was just coming over here in part to replenish it in addition to checking that historical marker. I got nothing to use on the bike, so let's see how much I can get out of this truck. Okay, 4. That'll get me on my feet anyway. Though, actually, you know what I should do? Because I always feel like I'm a little short on scrap. Let's go over to survival. Let's buy that skill we looked at. What was it? Oh, we can't afford it. We have to get more stuff first. 1 additional skill. Dang it. More meat from animals. Range of survival vision. Time icons persist. Let's go. Wait, oh, what's this one? Ear to ground. Outlines enemies in survival vision. Absolutely. Why didn't I choose that before? Okay. Sweet. Of course, it might make my fights look a little weirder. We'll have to see how that goes. But, dang. I was going to have my repair be cheaper. But it looks like that's not going to be a thing. I'll look around and just see if there's any more easy-to-see scrap lying on the ground. Also, let's try out my new sidearm.
Deacon St. John, this is Lost Lake. Come in.
Yeah, Mike, this is Deke.
I heard you tracked down Harper. I was hoping you'd bring him in for trial.
Well, sorry, Mike. He, let's say the Swarmers had other ideas about that.
Oh, shit. Ricky didn't tell me that. Harp wasn't the kind of man you ever turned your back to, but he didn't deserve to go out like that.
He didn't.
I guess not. But then I guess Dan Lane didn't deserve to get shot in the back either.
Point well taken. See you, Deke. Iron Mike out.
Okay, I love that they came up with a novel way for that particular fight to go. That was great. But they didn't detect, like, they didn't put in detection for, like, if I actually did all of the damage to the guy. Like, he did a great job of fighting off the Swarmers. He was fine. I murdered him. I shot him in the head. I am responsible for his death. Okay, it sounds like somebody was fighting these guys and lost. Okay, I can see my destination. Both my putative destination and my actual destination. Okay, I was worried that because this is a faster firing gun, that its headshots would not be as deadly. And maybe they're not as deadly. I don't know. Like, it could still be doing less damage per hit. But sometimes games will get ridiculous about that. Sometimes games will be like, oh yeah, you know, a bullet from a handgun does 40 damage, but a bullet from a submachine gun, same caliber of bullet, does 5 damage because you're firing so many shots. And I'm like, okay, sure, I understand for like in a made-up game for balance reasons that might make sense. It's really hard when it's a real-world weapon, you know? Anyway, so when I marked the historical marker on the map, the marker appeared up here. But I think what might be going on is marking something on the map probably literally drops a pin from, not literally a pin, but you know what I mean? Literally like drops a pin from above, and whatever it hits, that's where it puts the marker, which usually means it puts a marker on the ground at whatever the elevation is. And it's good for giving you a sense of the elevation. It's a great tool. But in this particular case, there was a building on it. So this is the historical marker that I couldn't find in that previous episode. It's right here.
That's interesting.
But because I marked it on the map to try to find it, it dropped a pin from really, really high up. And, yeah, and it landed in a silly place. Okay, cool. Well, I think we're done with that. We got to fix my... Oh, wait. Somebody's got something here for me. Any scrap? No, just sterilizer. All right. We've got enough scrap to get my bike moving. Hello. So we'll do that. We'll get home. I'm running out of time. I got a meeting in like 7 minutes. So hopefully, I think I can get back in that time. Just fix my bike up, head home, and then I don't know. Maybe we can resolve that boozer mission. Was that like putting his arm on? I don't know. That could be like a cutscene. That could be another leg to the mission. That looks like it says gag. Oh, right. What am I doing? I just forgot what I was doing. I came to get scrap because I need to repair the bike.
I can fix this.
I
Go.
got it to 100%. Okay, I'm no worse off than I was when I got here. I didn't expect to get it to 100%. That's kind of nice, actually. All right, so let's map our way here. So I don't know if I have time to give Boozer his new arm. Okay, I did not actually mean to leave. I haven't left it marked. Why is that still... Okay, it's not. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I feel like we've sort of felt out a little bit more of the texture of how this game works, like how its mission scripting works under the hood. The fact that, you know, in order to keep them from having to solve the problem of you witnessing people trying to talk to you over the radio, they just insist that you have to be gone in order to start a new mission. But sometimes that means you have to leave home. Wah! Sometimes it means you have to leave home with no goal just to get them to fire a mission off.
I know. Let him in.
We also got to hear, like, what it was like to have 2 Ricky missions simultaneously.
Couple months ago.
With, like, you know, her kind of, well, you know, you saw what happened.
Just right in the crease there.
Okay, got it. Let me secure it in, okay?
There you go, that's better.
Okay.
Hey, brother. Look what Ricky did.
What?
Made me a new toy.
Oh, that was all Deacon.
Oh, that's
He
really,
acted
really cool, Boozer.
Hey, I could have been one of those 3 goddamn musketeers. On guard, you fucking ripper.
Pretty.
Oh,
Jesus! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, maybe this wasn't that good of an idea?
Maybe.
Damn it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Are we at the beginning? No, that's not the beginning of a mission. That is, somebody just left me a comment reminding me that this is my progression to my next skill point. So I just got a skill point. So this 11%, that's not progression on the mission. This is progression for me. And that's progression towards Iron Mike, you know, whatever, liking me more. This is progression on the mission. So I keep making the wrong assumption about what all the numbers mean. But anyway, okay, I think that was nice. We've got... Oh. Okay, it looks like we are actually looking at another mission with Boozer.
You know where to start with this thing.
But we don't have time for... I didn't mean to bring that up. We don't have time for that right now, so we're not going to do that right now. Instead, I'm going to go to a meeting that is now in 4 minutes and stuff. But hey, I'm having a great time. I think I'm going to probably a little bit later today make another one of these episodes because this game is fun. And I feel like I'm just finally getting to the point where even when I'm out of practice, I can actually handle things a little bit better. But part of it is the fact that I've been equipping myself so much better. Like as I've been, you know, going on these missions, facing tougher enemies, and like unlocking new crafting recipes, I'm going into these fights with a horde with more equipment that I can use to take them down. I mean, most of that horde didn't go down to me, you know, fighting them, you know, like squaring off and fighting them like man to man or whatever. They came from me twice, attracting them to an explosive and blowing up a ton of them at once. I threw a Molotov or two at them, and then I used a focus cocktail so that I could just headshot like 7 or 8 of them in a row. So the thing that, but I think that's actually kind of cool. I mean, this is one of the interesting dynamics in survival games, where survival games often have really intense combat challenges, but they also have the ability to prepare in advance of combat. And people will have different sort of settings in their heads about, like, you know, what they want to do. Some people, like my friend Joe Swarner, likes to be underprepared and show what he can do with minimal stuff. Just like, hey, just with his pure skill at the game, he can, you know, defeat things that a normal person couldn't defeat. I, on the other hand, take more pride in my ability to sort of like plan my economy, prepare, you know, plan ahead, think, you know, and sort of think like an economist rather than thinking like a warrior. And so I take pride in being ready for you know, for a given fight, you know, planning it out and then executing based on, you know, what I've crafted and what I've brought into the battle. And I think both of those are valid. I think both of us also, it's not like we're just, you know, two sides of a coin or something like that. He also likes to repair. I also like to be good at combat. But I like the fact that survival games give you that spectrum. Like, you know, if there is a particular challenge that you really want to take on vanilla style, you can. But if there's a particular challenge where you're like, this is beyond me, but if I think ahead, I can make things that will let me win. That sense of being an inventive hero who can solve problems, not just with, you know, just raw reflexes and skill and strength, but also by outthinking the opposition, out-preparing the opposition. I love games that give you that spectrum so that case by case, as an individual, you can decide how you want to tackle them, or just as a broad gameplay style, you can decide how you want to tackle them. So anyway, there's my rant. There is my subscribe button, and yeah, there's the next Days Gone video whenever it's ready. I'm planning to make it a little bit later today, but we'll see how things go. You can click the button and then see what my shirt looks like. Is it a today shirt or a tomorrow shirt?